Perfect.
Okay, all right, Andy. Could you tell me about what your goals are and what you hope to get out of these sessions?
Okay, Marvin, thank you for the space. I'm currently pursuing a postgraduate studies. I'm studying data science and innovation, and yeah, I would like to know maybe because I think that the the curriculum that we are following in order to very stuck in the classical way of understanding data science. And I would like to know, according to your knowledge, I think that maybe you have more modern vision. How can I foster my careers to integrate all these new technologies and new standards, maybe to propose new methodologies and also maybe create other kind of products for my future clients. So it's something more related with the context. And the thing that I want the goal, my main goal is be well contextualized to the market needs. And yeah, basically that.
Okay. Could you tell me more about the traditional approach that you're taking in university?
Yes. Okay. When we start when you study data science, we have the three focus. The focuses. The first one is the stats, the statistic formalism, which is basically study about probabilities, data, the data behavior in general, and how do you understand how to treat data. The second one is the IT part, which is the part that I think that you can give me more value, which is okay. Now that we have this knowledge about the data, is how to put this in practice for real problems, and we usually use this kind of tools, Jupyter notebooks and R notebooks, and yeah, these kind of environments, and it's all very manual. I think that it's like, okay, yeah, you open your notebook, you start using Python, and you call your libraries, and you create a function, and it's like very very iterative. You are not creating like actual pipelines or workflows to solve things, and are not leveraging agents and agents coding, agent developing. uh, and this is the part that I think that it could be harsh if you want to go and apply things in the new market, because uh, this balance between applying this science, the statistic, which is very slow and like a corpus, to this new dynamics of developing solution, the creating solution very fast, bringing your own agents, are not communicating. And the final part is the business part, which I think that it also have something to do with this, because when you try to drive solutions with data, you need to know the context of the companies. But I don't actually know how it's this like dealing with the fact that now we have all these AI agents, and how can you tell the stakeholder, okay, this is your typical churn problem or whatever, the toy problem that we all see in the university. But how does it interact with? Okay, we have now these tools that can help us to avoid thinking about this or that. Can we save money? Can we save time? And we can proceed to apply the known solutions, the design pattern for our data science problems using these new tools. I think that universities, or at least where am I, it's not like a thing to study, and I think that it's okay. I reckon it could be just a problem. I think that we could implement these new paradigms, and I don't see like someone who is proposing at least a pipeline, a methodology to try to implement this.
Okay. Okay, you mentioned AI agents a lot. I will say first that in my sessions, I don't teach AI agents. Like I teach you programming, and it will help you understand what the AI agents are doing. But like I don't teach AI agents. I don't know
Uh-huh.
if that. Yeah,
Perfect. So your focus is full in programming.
yeah. I just want to make sure
Okay.
that like what I'm offering is what you're looking for. That's the one I want to first determine.
Yeah, but still, if you want to use agents, you still need to know what is the agent making. Like
Yeah.
the code is still important. For you to know, it's still important, and more in these times that you have a lot of code created and you cannot assess that you don't actually know that this thing is good, well
Exactly.
implementation of what you are looking for. So I still think that it's pretty useful, your knowledge, more
Okay.
because I'm pretty interested in the low level coding. I'm very interested in Rust because I don't know if you have seen that it has become very relevant recently due to all these ports of tools such as Bun, which have like a 1 month ago was completely port to Rust. There is also machine learning and deep learning frameworks made in Rust, and I would like to know if you have any knowledge of which kind of benefit we can get from leveraging these kinds of languages, low level languages for these kind of problems, machine learning, which are mm, hardly scalable using Python.
Okay.
Um, for example, what do you think about that?
Wait, before we get into low-level languages, can I get an idea of what your programming experience is?
Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. My programming experience is basically Python and JavaScript. I have made some projects in Python, mostly related with data
Okay.
engineering and data science. I think that I also have had experience using PySpark. Not a big not a big hero in this, but still have touched a lot of PySpark.
Okay.
I have some experience in C and C++, but it's more, bachelor thing. I'm currently doing a master's. Like the first time that I had a relationship with programming languages was with C and C++. And that's why I'm very interested in coming back to these low level languages, because I think that in this world where we cannot just pretend that the computational power will escalate infinitely, we may also see like optimizations and how to code properly instead of just giving platitudes or some sort of kind of instructions to our machines. But yeah, to answer that properly, the most of my experience is in Python.
Okay. Okay, I think you might be too advanced for my sessions. I'm not sure if I could give you anything that is valuable to you.
Oh, okay, but
But
how do plan your session, or maybe the scope that you are planning,
so
or
like I go through like fundamental programming principles first. In your case, I'm not sure how much it will help you. Like we can go through a session now and you can determine for yourself for like how much this is valuable to you, but I'm gonna give you a warning first that I feel like you might be too advanced for what I offer.
if you want,
Uh,
maybe we can like take an assessment maybe for you, because it could be something that you can include in your program, like maybe assessing your partner's level in order for you to okay, yeah, we can start from here or from there if you want.
okay. All right. I'll I might give you an assessment actually, sure. Okay, okay. Okay, I'm also thinking about your goals. So you told me that you have two things in mind in particular. You want to be able to build better tools for data processing, and you like to better leverage modern tools like AI to improve your work that you do,
Uh-huh.
right?
In lower languages, and lower level
Okay,
languages,
I
it's
guess three
basically
things, right? Yeah. Okay, the thing about lower level languages is that I right now that's not my focus for teaching it. First, I need to prepare first to be able to teach lower level languages. So that's number one. I currently don't have the preparations for it. I've been focusing more on beginner material.
uh-huh.
The second thing about lower level languages is that you need to have very good fundamentals in order to tackle them
Yeah.
properly. Because with lower level languages, it's very easy to shoot yourself in the foot, right?
Exactly,
Like,
exactly, and that's what I'm like looking someone who has the formal
hmm,
knowledge, because
okay,
according to me, I have those good basis, but I don't know if it's more because the brute force of solving real life problems. I don't have such experience in the real world, but I have experience in the industry. But
okay,
that's basically that. You may think that you are the most wise doing things, but it's actually that you have solved this problem and two times, and now you know how to solve it, but you don't know why it's working. And yeah, if you want to migrate your mindset from Python to Rust, for example, before to know what's happening under the hood before telling an agent, hey agent, make me this product and make me money, make me rich. Do not make mistakes. You know the meme. Yeah, you need to assess that, hey, this is working, this is not working. So first you need to know that you are doing the things well, at least by hand, before to ask someone, some robot, to do it for you.
Okay. Hmm. All right. Can you give me like, okay, give me a minute. Let me find a problem for you to solve. That's yeah, I think that'll help us better understand where you're at in relation to what I give.
Sure.
Uh, yeah, 1 second. Hmm. Do you have C++ on your computer right now? Are you able to run C++ programs?
Let me see. I think that I have already installed the SL. Hello. Yeah, we
Yes.
have a little
Yep.
short. Okay. Yeah, I was telling to you that I have I have a GCC compiler in my whistle in my WSL. So yes, I have access to a compiler.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. I have
Okay.
a sample problem for you. Do you use VS Code?
Yes, I have VS Code. I have my VS Code here
Ha
opened.
have you used VS Code Live Share?
Live chat.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, okay,
Let
I'm
me
going to
see.
set
Let me
up a
see.
session with you. So VS Code Live Share allows us to work on the same file together.
Uh huh.
Okay, so what I'm
Okay.
going to give you, like, don't think of this as a challenge. It's more like it's for me to see where you're at. So I don't know how many questions I'll give you for now. I'll give you one and we'll take it from there. But
Cool.
yeah.
Cool. So I'm seeing here live chat. It's an extension,
Oh
real-time
yeah, can,
collaborative development from the comfort of Republic tools.
yeah, can you install that?
Yeah, on it.
Yep.
Another
And
another extension.
yeah, if you could install the extension, I'm gonna send you a link. So that link, if you open it on your web browser,
Uh-huh.
you'll open Visual Studio on your web browser. It's gonna ask, do you want to open the app? I recommend to click yes.
Okay, sure. Let
Yeah.
me take this thing.
All right. Well, while you
Mm.
work on that, I'm gonna write the question down.
Oh, yeah, it open a VS
Okay.
Code, open Visual Studio Code, open in Visual Studio. Live chat. Yeah, I don't know if it's working. Try again. Uh, yes, I created a session myself. Sorry, I don't know why it's not working. Yours, it's not
Okay.
opening my Visual Studio Code. Let me see if you can join to mine.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yes. Yeah, maybe it's because the versions. I didn't know that they were like had a problem with this because I'm using the insiders version, the green Visual Studio Code. I
Wait,
think that
using a green Visual Studio Code?
yeah, I use the insiders version.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you can put VS insiders and it's a green Visual Studio Code, but it's it's the same. Just that Microsoft usually just keeps putting new features and removing features, and yeah, you are basically in the beta channel of the repository. So it's pretty funny because you see things and you can collaborate and give opinions and yeah, that kind of stuff. Why not?
Cool. All right.
Get
Okay.
here
Can you accept
request
my request?
accept. You need write read and write.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing you now.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna create a new file. Let's say main.cpp and just you can rename the file. The file name doesn't matter. Oh, can you
Okay,
help me create a file called main.cpp? I don't think I can add files.
yes, I'm seeing here. Okay, okay, where can I okay, open a folder? Whatever. Home. Let me just create a new folder. Oh,
It says the session
okay.
ended.
The session ended. Yes, sorry. It's a, I didn't. I haven't created a session properly, so I
Okay.
just made a mock session. Let me
Okay.
test session here. Sorry. Now
So good.
let me let me now share with you again
Okay.
for you to see. Sorry. Close this folder and open now the new folder created. In this folder, okay, perfect. And now share us this session with you. A Microsoft or GitHub, singing using GitHub account. Which one are you using?
Um, can I sign in as guest? I'm not currently logged in.
Okay, let me put the correct sessions. Oh, he's requiring me to. Let's put Microsoft just to use. Ah, okay. Yes. Hello. Yeah, it's asking me to continue. That's fine. Open. That's it. Aha. Copied list. Uh, this is the new link.
Okay. Okay, I've just sent a request.
Accept. Yes, Marvin here. Okay, you should be looking the new the folder itself.
Okay. See if I can create a file main.cpp. Okay, I've created a file
Uh-huh.
main.cpp.
Main
Okay,
CPP.
you may wish to do this in Python if you decide you want to change to Python, it's fine. But let me write the question first. Okay, so okay. Question. Okay, that oh wait. Actually no, let me give you something different. Given expression of strings. Um that string finds the path to the string if it exists. You may design, you are responsible for designing the representations. And as expression of strings is defined as string.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me make this a bit more clear. All right. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, let me see. Cite the function that does the following. Give an X expression of strings and a string in the path to the string if it exists. Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe I don't remember what it's an expression.
It's not always taught.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like HTML?
HTML, yes. Yeah, the
HTML is a kind of S expression. Okay, let me demonstrate what's an S expression. So like for example, like HTML, you're like it looks like this, right?
uh-huh.
And then you go like I don't know, like it's been a while. You know, like
Yes,
body,
it's
right? It looks like a flower pot, right? So if you notice as expression, the HTML tag is a list of more HTML tags, right?
yeah, right.
And each HTML tag has more HTML tags, right?
Mm,
So there's a
yes.
tag inside a tag inside a tag inside a tag. That's like an S expression. But instead of tags, we're working with strings. So we have a I'll give you an example. So okay, so like what I'm doing now is I'm going more than the problem. I'm like giving you some hints to the problem. An example of
Uh-huh.
an so for example, an ex hello, this is a S expression. Or I could do list hello world. This is an S expression. I could do
Mm,
list hello list world by blue. That's an S expression. You see?
okay. It's enclosed between two, uh-huh, como like tags, tags, tags.
I
An
could go
X
further.
expression.
The list can keep on going. I can make more lists inside lists. The list could be empty also.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Hmm. The representation. So the expression of strings and a string, and an expression of strings could be what an HTML, for example, like an expression of
Um,
strings is like an HTML with many tags.
it's structurally similar to HTML, but there are no tags. So line 10 to 12 are examples of an S expression of strings.
Mm, okay, yeah, maybe this is what I'm looking for because this of this formalism, I don't know how to implement it. But what you are saying is maybe many clusters. I don't know. Like I will put whatever many cluster, and each of one have string here, another string here, and so forth. It's something like this, or it's yeah a plain list.
It
Uh,
can be a plain list.
uh, okay, like a plain list of expression of strings.
Yep. So this is an example of an S expression of strings. Yes.
Means, for example.
Whoa, how did you do that? That was fast.
Uh, no. It was just completion. Just
Oh,
using
okay.
an example.
Yeah, but yes, that is an S expression.
Aha. Okay. So give it of strings and a string. Another one here. I don't know. I just put things like uh, mm, and this is just an example. It's not trying to
No
maybe
problem.
get the logic of the task. Find the path to the string if it exists of designing the representations. Okay, so the path to this string within the S expression. Like,
Yes.
okay, o sea, aquí could be the word string, aquí could be, okay,
So you want to do this in Python?
yes,
Okay.
to understand,
All
and
right. I'm gonna
now
change
doing the
this.
translate to the translation in my mind.
Okay. I've just changed that file to .py just so that you can run it.
Okay, yeah, this is the thing. Start by start from Python and migrate to all these other languages.
Okay, sure.
So we have this example here. So we have an expression of strings with
Okay,
many different values, and we
good.
have this value here, string, and this element here is.
Okay.
So a function that, given this element here, finds the same element if it exists within this expression, if it exists.
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. So the thing is that this expression could be as deep as I want.
Yes.
This is the problem. Let's okay. So for that. Uh-huh. And I need a string. Okay, that's any terrible. Yeah, it's it's not necessarily true, but let's work with this by the moment.
Okay.
Okay, and string terrible and up. Oh, okay. The thing maybe I sorry, I can guess maybe uh, try to put like a just mm, how can I do this? What I'm doing here, what I'm trying to do in here is, the problem with this expression here, with this x expression, is that it could be, infinitely. This string could be here, here, whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe the main problem that I'm facing here is that, yeah, we need first to maybe untangle of this thing before you can tell me if you feel that it's not a good solution or something. If you think
I will give you more time
Mm.
before I say something.
More time for what?
No, I'll give you more time to work on this before I say something.
Oh yes, oh yes. So let's continue. Now, Hmm.
Okay, sorry to stop your train of thought. I'm going to send you a new link for Zoom. They're gonna kick us
Oh,
out.
okay.
Okay, can you check your Gmail? I'll see you in a minute, okay?
And you send me a new link and soon.
Yeah, I'll send you a new Zoom link on Gmail.
Okay, okay.
All right, I'll see you
Need
in a
me
minute.
to connect in the to connect to this new.
No, no, no. I'm not disconnecting from this VS Code. Only Zoom is gonna be refreshed.
Oh, sure,
Okay. All right, I'll see you in a minute. I'm gonna send you the link on Gmail.
sure.
Yeah. I've sent him the new link, but he hasn't joined. He's still working on this. Okay. I don't know who's watching this, but this problem is too hard for him. Which is on purpose. I purposely gave him a hard problem to see where he's at. Let me for the people online, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. What the? What the heck did I do? I don't even know how I did that. You can do that? Okay. I clicked the wrong button. I meant to hit Control plus. I hit Windows plus. God, that's funny. I did not know you could do that.
Yeah, it should be like an expression to say where exactly, in which, without using a for, no? Because it's like I will do it in the least elegant uh, way, which is
So what are you trying to do?
yes, yeah. Problem here probably the logic is bad. It's bad. Yeah, I need to fix it. I don't want to waste much more time. Maybe yeah, I can like
Okay.
fix the logic. But what I'm trying to doing here is basically untangle all of this to
Okay.
create a list in this case, or just one S expression, which has with just cardinality one, no, with all the strings. It should be something like this, something like
Okay.
a collection of all of this, but instead of having these deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper elements, let's
Okay,
see,
yeah. You're saying to
like
create a simpler example?
yeah, yeah, that's what
Okay,
I'm
sure.
trying to do.
Okay.
As I mentioned, yeah, it's not a lead code. I think my logic is so bad here, but yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, and it's all the strings. And now what I'm doing, I know here should be a more elegant way to do this, but I I don't know.
Okay, let's pause here. Okay, since we're running out of time.
Mhm.
Okay, I
Yeah.
want to talk about
Okay.
what I
Yes.
learned from our session. So, um, I can go, since we have a bit of time remaining, I can go about what I would do instead. But let me first talk about what I observe. So, one thing that's very important about what I teach in my sessions is systematic thinking. How do you go from A to
Uh-huh.
B? Notice how, like, when I give you this problem, you're sort of like swimming through mud. It's like very messy. It's hard to see what's going on. Your brain's all over the place. I don't know if you feel that.
Yes.
But
Yes.
what I teach in my sessions is, okay, you have a problem. What is the steps that you have to take to solve this problem? And how do you do that without like getting lost in your thought? Okay?
Perfect. Super, super cool.
So that's my goal in my session. So I can tell you what I observe, and I can tell you what I would do instead. So I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you right now, this problem is very difficult. There are a lot of software engineers right now that are paid a lot of money. I think not a lot of them can actually, like, if I give them this problem right now, I don't know if they can solve it. And the reason why is because it uses ways of thinking that you don't normally use in your day-to-day job.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think that being able to think critically and systematically through problems is very important. But this problem, the reason why I gave it to you is because it tests a lot of different areas which I think are very important. And I can see some ways in which you can improve. So I don't know if these sessions are what you're looking for, but I'll go over like what are some things I would be doing instead. And if you find like these are very, very valuable skills, then you can think about maybe if you want to book more sessions. Okay, so here's what I'll do first. First, when I read the problem, the first thing I want to do is I want to define a data definition. So notice how they gave us a what they gave us here is information. There's an S expression of strings. What is an S expression of strings? So,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I don't use Python, so I think my syntax is a bit wrong, and let me know if it's wrong, you can help me fix it. So first thing I want to do is I actually want to like define my own type, S expression string. Okay, this is a very long name, but bear with me. And it's
No, but I think
either
it's very explainable. Yeah.
I forgot, is it this? This string is it like
Yeah.
this?
You
I don't
can put
remember.
you can put your code. I understand. I
Okay. Yeah.
just buy.
So that's the first thing I'll do. Oh, I want this to be very similar to how it's first written. It might not seem important, but I actually want to do this. I want to put the string first because that's how the problem appears to me. So that's number one. Number two, I want to write so that represents an S expression or string as given by the problem statement. So next I have a bit of this is I think it's a bit optional. I don't have to say this, but I like to put this sometimes to make sure people know what this is. Next, I want to create examples. So usually, um, you might be using a test framework like PyTest. Do you use PyTest?
I have used it.
Okay, so like what I want to do is I want to create examples because I want to run these tests later. So like simplest hello. one list, empty list. So what I want to do here is I want to create interesting test cases. So just one string, um, and maybe I want what's another example? Maybe one word, hello, and then maybe list in list. So like hello world, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe I want a variant that is the list comes first, world hello. Okay. So this is me exploring the data definition, but it's also me exploring the problem, right? So I can do like list in list in list, right? I can do hello, world, bye, and then I can do another list in here, blue, yellow, and then I can repeat this over here. Now I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, oh, what happens if there are duplicate words? What is the behavior of the algorithm?
Yes,
So
yes,
now see, I'm not even solving the problem yet, but I'm making a lot of progress. I'm thinking about these things, right? And this is like, I'm like, it's like if we want to kill the problem, I'm like buying ammunition, right? I'm making myself prepared. So here maybe I want a version that has no duplicates. So I make the words unique. So maybe this is X, Y, A, B. Okay?
yes.
Okay, so I do this as long as I like until I'm comfortable and I'm confident. But since running out of time, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna. I'm not gonna. I don't know if I can show some code, but I'm showing you like what are some ways to make progress on this problem. The next thing I'll do is I'll run test cases. So in let's say we're using PyTest. I believe you use assert, and you call it
Mm-hmm.
was it fine expression. So let's say it's called fine expression. Um, and now the question is, what does it take in and what does it produce? So my next step now is I need to think about what is the function. So the first step to the function is I need to first write a signature. How do I? Okay. All right. So in Python we write def and then let's call it fine expression. So what does it take in and what does it produce? Uh, and then here's the body. So I think Python we write pass. So here I like to give a short description of what's happening. Sometimes I skip this if it's obvious, but here, I'm just going to copy the problem statement that I gave you. So the problem statement already tells me what should be the arguments to this function. So first, it's an S expression of strings. So I'm going to call this
Mm-hmm.
source. And what's the type? It's going to be remember how I defined the data definition? I'm going to use the name of the data definition. It's type representation. Okay, it takes a string.
Uh,
So I'm going to call this target. So that's what I'm trying to find. Finds the path to the string. So this is the part I think you were missing at first. What is the representation for path to string? So I'm gonna say I want mine to be a list of string. Okay. Oh, sorry.
mm,
List of int, where int is an index of the position in the lists. Okay. And now I'm not
mm.
even going to fill this in. I don't even start what I'm going to go back to my test cases. I'm going to fill in the test cases again. So now I'm going to use my example. So let's say simplest. Let's say I'm trying to find hello in simplest. What does it give me? So remember, I want to get back
Uh,
a list, right? So
yes,
let me
it
ask
was
you.
just like the string.
So empty list, right? There's no
Mm-hmm.
path. If I'm trying to find hello and hello is already there, there's no path. That's it. Now, I think in Python, in PyTest, I think I can't use double equals here. I think I have to use like assert, list assert or something, but I'm just going to use this for
Mm-hmm.
now. Okay, I'm going to give you one more thing, like maybe like simplest and then something else. So this one, what does it give me?
Another
Uh,
another empty list.
empty list. But here's the thing though. If it exists, this something else doesn't exist, right?
Okay, okay.
So maybe it should be none. So what I wrote earlier is wrong. My signature, I wrote, it comes out a list. Sometimes there's no path. There
Uh-huh,
needs to be a
uh-huh.
difference between I found an answer. Oh, sorry. I found the answer and there's no path versus I didn't find an answer. So we need two different representations for these two ideas, right? So I need a new
Right.
type. I need to say none. So notice how my test case helped me find a problem in my code before I wrote anything important. Notice how my thinking is very clear, right? There's a lot of
Mm.
clarity. Okay, so I would like do this a lot more, and then I'll actually start the problem. Okay, but we're out of time. So if you like, you can book one more session and I'll tell you how I would solve this problem and what techniques I'm
Yes.
employing that I will teach in my sessions to help solve the problem.
Yes, you know why? You know why? Because I will confess something to you. That's
Hmm.
what I was talking to you. That even though I have like some experience, I don't think that I'm that good to this because I have my nemesis is the lead coach platform. I don't know.
Ah, I see.
Hackerrank hates me,
I
completely
see.
hates me, and it keeps mugging and mugging and mugging me once, and I have
Okay.
failed like 5 or 6 technical interview to IT. Maybe my career have stagnated a bit just because of this. And what I'm looking, when I see normally in my way to proceed is that now when I'm comparing to you is that I'm trying to jump directly to try to implement a prototype or whatever, and I lose a lot of time iterating over a plausible solution without understanding. Yeah, that's this the thing that you
Hmm.
are doing for me is like ancient Egyptian for me. Like I
Excellent.
can I can
Okay.
follow your logic, but if you put me to do so, maybe I won't be able.
Okay.
So
All
I
right. So
think
yeah,
that
we can work on this in the future. I do have to run now. I have to run another session. So okay, hopefully I'll see you again. Okay.
sure, sure, sure. I think
All
that
right.
will be super, super useful.
All right. Bye bye now.